What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling! And here!
Wrestling?
Why?
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling.
Why? Why?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Why not? Why not?
It's fake.
Fake? What the hell are you talking about? Fake? It's not fake.
Fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
Okay, wrestling.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's AEW Dynamite Recap show. It's going to be a short recap as usual. Got a live stream coming up at 8 o'clock, so gotta get with it. This week's Dynamite took place at the Hard Rock Cafe Casino in Hollywood, Florida. This is the 6-year anniversary of Dynamite, so they cranked it up, 2.5-hour show. What I think about it, it's a typical Dynamite. Anyway, not too bad, but let's get right to it. But before I do, hey, if you like hearing just a normal fan talk about the sport of professional wrestling, be a champ, hit that subscribe button. Also, click that like button on this video. That does help me out. Another thing that helps me out is leave a comment. What you think about this week's Dynamite? Also, are you looking forward to Wrestle Dream? Some matches were announced for that pay-per-view coming up. I think 16 days, 15 days now. So anyway, now that that's out of the way, let's let her rip. First match of the night is 6-man action or trios action. Excuse me. See, I'm old. We used to call it 6-man tag team matches, but now they just call it trios. Anyway, it was the Young Bucks who lost all their money in the casino. I think it was Nick who lost all the money. Poor fella. Anyway, so no fancy entrance for the Founding Fathers tonight, or two of the Founding Fathers of AEW. There's no pyro, no intro music, but they partnered up with Josh Alexander, a member of the Don Callis family. They went up against the AEW Tag Team Champions, Bandito and Brody King, teaming up with Kenny Omega. Omega and the tag teams looked good to start with until the Bucks and Josh Alexander took over on Omega after a over-the-knee net breaker. They call it a back breaker, but it looked like it hit his neck. So in my little notes, I call it a net breaker. Some flippy shit from the Bucks, of course. They kept the advantage. Brody gets a tag in. Everybody gets their shit in. And in the end, it was Kenny Omega getting the win for his team with the one-winged angel on Josh Alexander. After the match, looked like a little face-off. It was like a moment of peace between the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega until Josh Alexander kicked Omega upside the head. The Bucks didn't seem like that, but they didn't have too long to let it register because that's when the return Jurassic Express came in, went after them, started fighting with them. Omega didn't seem to like seeing Jack Perry there. A little history there, but Perry moved him out of the way. Suicide dive on the Bucks. They went back to throwing hands with the Young Bucks. Kenny Omega got on the mic. Thanked the fans for showing up. Thanked the fans for watching. The good night, good luck, and bang, thing. Then lights went out, and when the lights came on, it was Andrade who appeared. He wound up attacking Kenny Omega, laying him out. Next match was for the TNT Championship. It is Orange Cassidy challenging the champion, Kyle Fletcher. Pretty good match. Traded some blocks, some counters. Kyle took over after counting a top rope move with a enziguri. Man, Kyle Fletcher looks pretty freaking jacked now. Seeing him flexing a little bit, and that's a good thing. You know, kind of want. Uh-oh, there we go. But yeah, Cassie came back. Some more back and forth. Like Don Callis was about to interfere until somebody in a hologram gear popped up. Looked a bit shorter than and not as thin as hologram. So I'm like, that's not hologram. And wound up not being hologram. It was the fake hologram. He wound up interfering. Kyle Fletcher hit the buckle brainbuster for the win, keeping the TNT championship. And yes, it was revealed that it was the fake hologram. Next up, another trios tag team match. It is the Death Riders. Claudio Castagnoli, Daniel Garcia, and John Moxley. They went up against the Ops, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and the AEW Men's World Champion. I'm not sure if I like it how this is going to turn out, but they are, emphasizing men's world champion. Anyway, Adam Page, he was their partner. They wound up taking over on Joe a little bit. Then Page hit the ring, hit the dead eye, then a buckshot on Claudio to get the win. Samoa Joe took a little bit of offense. Didn't think he thought when he kind of handed Joe the belt and it dropped that Joe felt disrespected in that, and so he got up in the Cowboy's face about it. Said, "Hey, dude, you never beat me, whatever." And this is one of the matches that is announced now for Wrestle Dream. It is. Uh-oh. It is going to be for the AEW Men's World Championship. Adam Page versus Samoa Joe for the championship. Next up, we had the return of Toni Storm. She went up against Ty Mello. Ty Mello gave it a good try, but Toni Storm came back, hip attack, followed by the Storm Zero Pile Driver. 1, 2, 3. The former women's world champion, Toni Storm, picks up the win. She got on the mic, challenged Chris Statler for a women's title match. A little bit more on that later. Nothing big. After that, we got probably one of my favorite tag teams in AEW. I'm kind of glad they are starting to kind of do something with them. Not sure if it's too little, too late, but we should see how things go. It was the Gates of Agony versus the Swirl. The Swirl got some early shine, but that wasn't enough. Gates of Agony end up with a look like the T gimmick from the Backseat Boys. I don't know if anybody remembers them. Looks like that's what they used to pick up the win. The Hurt Syndicate came out. MVP said, "Look, I'm not a wrestler. I don't wrestle no more. You folks out wrestled us at All In, but hey, I want a street fight." And I believe that's going to be next week on Dynamite. Now capping up the show is a mixed tag team anything goes match, and you've seen a lot of furniture moving. It was the AEW Women's Champion, Chris Statlander, teaming up with Darby Allin against Wheeler Yuta and I always mess up her name. Maria Shafir. Anyway, decent little match. You had your furniture moving, a lot of outside stuff going on. Thumbtacks got introduced. Actually, it was Chris Statlander who dropped Shafir feet first right on those thumbtacks. Wheeler Yuta's about to throw the powder. She moved, wound up hitting Shafir. Then they shoved Wheeler Yuta into Shafir, she couldn't see him, so she put on that chokehold. 450 splash from Chris Statlander on both Death Rider members. Shafir got away. Darby Allin hits the coffin drop. 1, 2, 3. Your winners was Darby Allin and Chris Statlander. After the match, right there on the rampway, Tony Storm appeared and got a little face to face with Chris Statlander. They kind of smiled, shook their head. Looks like that match will be on at Wrestle Dream as well. After, I guess, some silent pleasantries, like I said, kind of smile at each other. They started throwing hands, and that's pretty much how it ends. Came in, and Death Riders attacked Darby Allin as well. So that always ends the show right there. So 6th anniversary. Probably talk a little bit more about this on the My Spot Show live stream, which will be on in about 30 more minutes. So I hope you folks tune into that. If you don't see it live, hey, check out the replay. But I don't have the numbers from my head. But let's kind of see where the 6 years has got them so far. But anyway, that does it for this week's AEW Dynamite. You folks have a good one. Take it easy. And until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Ronald Ray here saying thank you for checking out my video. If you don't mind, go ahead and click that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and share this video with family and friends. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to RP2 Vision, where I cover the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. Now don't forget to click the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified when my other weekly content is available, like Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, WWE Raw Recap, and AEW Dynamite Recap. I also have 2 live streams. Every Thursday at 8 p.m., it's Spot Show Live Stream, where I discuss the latest news in professional wrestling. And on Friday nights at 8 o'clock p.m., it's Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where I discuss the good old days of professional wrestling. When wrestling was wrestling, wrestling was real because it's still real to us. Folks, have a good one and take it easy.